There's no such thing as reverse racism. It's all just racism. You can be racists towards whites, blacks, Asians, Latinos, etc. Also, whites, blacks, Asians, Latinos aren't the same thing for some of you confused people too. Ever heard of nationalities? Fuck Italians. Yep, racist. Fuck Ugandans, yes, also racist. You get my point. It's racist to single out literally any skin tone or nationality. When I first saw the title of this post, I thought it was gonna be one of those black people can't be racist to white people things, but take an upvote, thank God it's not. The problem is many extremely left-wing liberals say shit like it's not possible to be racist against white people. Which leads to made-up words such as reverse racism. Basically what you are saying is it's possible to be racist against white people, which is an obvious fact, yet some refuse to use something called common sense. I thought prejudice against different nationalities was xenophobia. Otherwise I agree. Yeah, I hate it when my really woke friends will say blatantly reverse racist things about me or white people. I mean, if I said the same thing to them I would be suspended or something at my school. Some delusional folk are racist against their own race. I got into this whole thing with like 6 other people and they were dead set that I was wrong. Black people can be prejudiced, but they can't be racist. Prejudice against race is the literal fucking definition of racism, you twat. Lost some friends in that argument and I don't miss them. I once had a woman accuse me of being racist because I told her she and her family of 3 could not sit at a table in our very busy restaurant with limited seating for larger parties, because it was reserved for 6 or more. She berated me in front of my co-workers and other tables I was serving. I was visibly upset and co-workers tried to comfort me by telling me this was reverse racism. I found it infuriating and it actually made me focus less on the fact that I was called racist and more on the fact that my co-workers didn't understand that reverse racism is not a thing. Her perception of the situation was a result of her life experiences. Do people seriously care this much about race? Reddit sure is obsessed with racism. It's always hard to discuss. There was a case with someone I knew at work where he was only hiring black people and turned people away if they were white. Everyone gets super pressed when he says the guy was racist. Was definitely an asshole either way, lol. I like to think that reverse racism is when you treat an ethnically different person differently than you'd treat a person of your own ethnicity, but in a positive way. It's like when you're trying so hard not to be racist, that you've started acting abnormally, because you're no longer treating them like you would if they were your own ethnicity. Does that make sense? Here's an example. White guy treat all white friends a certain way, but is nicer to black and Asian friends, just because of their ethnicity. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but if we want to recognize that everyone is equal, this is still treating someone differently because of the color of their skin. That's the fucking truth. I gotta ask, exactly what exactly is reverse racism? I'm sure everyone knows what the definition of racism is, so if I reverse it, then does that mean to like someone because of their race/nationality? This is not an unpopular opinion on Reddit. Fuck Italians isn't racist, it's xenophobe. Who cares about xenophobia? Boo-hoo, they don't like my country, so sad. These Zionists, I swear. Yeah. Like when blacks call out light-skinned blacks for not being black enough. https://twitter.com/search, Q equals %22 Rashida %20 Jones %22 and SRC equals trend_click, but blacks can't be racist according to blacks and white liberals. Reek Kark. When I first read the title, I thought it was gonna be one of those only white people can be racist posts. Thank God it wasn't. Agreed. Call it whatever you want. You're still just an asshole. I think this is sort of an argument about semantics. All people can discriminate against a group of people and race. I think things devolve when the word racism is used, as racism describes systematic oppression that is reinforced by individuals. There is no systematic oppression for white individuals based on the color of their skin. Therefore, when Say a black person dismisses a white person due to their race, they are enacting prejudice and discrimination vs racism, because racism rests on the foundation of greater institutions that also act on its behalf. As a kid of mixed ethnicity, this annoys the shit out of me. I get fucking discriminated by both sides. But when Asian people make fun of me for being white, it's fine because it's okay because I'm white and I deserve it. But if I make an Asian joke even though I'm Asian, it's not cool because it's racist. Like so I just get shit on for the rest of my life for being two ethnicities I didn't choose. American leftists are racists, that's why they project racism to others and feel self-guilt. You forgot Inuits. For me, reverse racism is more of when a person, A, says someone, B, is racist towards them by saying they, B, are from another culture/race, I hate that word, so they, B, threat them differently. Happened to me in real life. Not really an opinion though. And the sky's blue, no shit Sherlock. This is just straight facts. Why is this an unpopular opinion? Ever heard of nationalities? Fuck Italians. Yep, racist. Fuck Ugandans, yes, also racist. No, that isn't racist because Italian and Ugandans aren't a race. It's a square rectangle situation. All racism is bigotry, but not all bigotry is racism. I agree with your more general point that racism towards any race by any race can and does exist. However, a person cannot be racist to Italians, or Ugandans, or Chinese, or Brazilians. That's not what racism means.